Ang katatakbo. I don't know why I started with that. But this is episode number 48 of the Rezbt-S podcast. Hello, my name is Rez Toledo. Sangtian sa cheers and chay halala. Someday Dream is back na. Someday Dream is back. Sangtian sa che. Yun lang yung alam kong Chinese words. Pati, pero sa totoo lang ay, ano lang ako, minsan feeling Tagalog lang. Kaya ako inimbento yung base Tagalog, naamin ko naman. Kasi maraming naka-base na Tagalog sa QC, TS, True North, the True North TS, and Metro Manila. Pero, andito ako ngayon sa Marikina City. So, kaya naman talagang pinapalinis ko yung audio ng mabuti kasi nakakaya naman sa ating mga kapitbahay.
Abot ng kamay, sabay yakap, tulungan ka mo sa nakaibigan na isbatay dyan. Tapik sa balikat, sabay kindat, ingat, nag-aalala lang, makala mga siyang pakialam.
Okay, how about this for another intro? Minsan naglalakad ako dyan sa labas, kasama ko yung dati kong manager si Champ Louis Pio, tapos sabi niya, may duman na kotse. Tapos sabi nung nagdadrive ng kotse, "Oy, Champ, ba't ka nandito?" Ewan ko nanonood sila nito, pero nandyan lang naman yung mga yan. Tapos sabi sa kotse, "Oy, Champ, ba't ka nandito?" Tapos sabi niya, "Uy, buddy." Tapos si buddy sa balad naman. Tapos doon ko lang nalaman na kapitbahay ko pala si buddy sa bala. Yung first time ko siya makita in the village, naka-car. Sabi niya, "Ba't ka nandito?" Ito, sasama ko si Someday Dream. Yun yung 21 pa lang ako, 22 pa lang ako. Wala pa tong studio ata nun. Talagang tambay pa lang kami dito. Planning stage ng paano ginawa yung dating galawan na ganun. Pero ngayon, iba na yung galawan eh. Iba na yung music, iba na lahat. Iba na yung way of seeing natin of things. Paano natin pinapatanda, paano natin pinapatagal, paano natin pinapaganda, diba? Dati naman, sanay na lang tayo sa mga banong sort of bali-bali lang. Tapos, mas natutuwa yung mga masa pag mas bumaba, no? I mean, maganda yung recording niya. Pero, yung turo mas bano, diba? Ban-ban. Sabay kabig sa basketball. Para, linguistics, kunwari, diba? Yung linguistics ng ban-ban. Sa sports ko lang naman nalaman yun. And I'm not very happy with the way people talk about language these days. And I'm very expressive about that because if you're not very confused about what's happening, ibig sabihin nun? Ibig sabihin nun, if you're confused, at least medyo parang inaamin mo na, diba? But if you're not sort of, I think what's happening now is kung di ka pa rin makapag-sell at this point na in Tagalog, medyo makapag-isip-isip ka na kasi lapit na matapos yung 2020. And then, ang mangyayari is next year, ganun ka pa rin. Parang sinayang mo yung isang buong taon na may mga sinabi yung mga tao this year kasi marami silang natutunan. Kaming natutunan, kayong natutunan. And then, sinayang mo lang kasi, mahilig ka pa rin kay Justin Bieber eh. Okay lang naman, diba? But if you see, dun sa, kunyari, pag pumunta akong office, yung picture ni Justin Bieber doon man, hindi yun yung Justin Bieber na pinapakita sa mga radyo, yung nag-Google. Meron kaming picture ni Justin Bieber, yung totoong Justin Bieber ngayon. Mukha pa siyang mas matanda sa akin, to be honest. Hindi naman super bearded, pero bearded na rin, you know. Ano na, tatay na. Tatay na rin. Gano'n na kalayo yun, bro. Gano'n na kalayo yun if you're listening and if you're a little girl. Who's like, "Oo, talaga?" Yeah. I think we have pictures of him that's like, you know, the artists like that, celebrities, you know, cultural phenomenons, we're very careful to present an image of them that would shock the masses, so to speak. Kasi imbis na gumanda pa yung imahe nung imahe, yung frame, yung pagka-frame, gumanda pa. Lalo tuloy nalilito yung mga tao na ang pagka-presenta sa kanila parang lumipas yung oras. Eh, ayaw ng mga tao ng mga ganun. Gusto ng mga tao, pinapaniwala sila yung laging tama. Pinapaniwala sila yung laging malakas. At sila lang yung malakas. Pero sa totoo, sa pagsasalita ng base Tagalog at sa pag-express ng approach pa lang, wala pa nga tayo sa talagang first trope. Yung approach pa lang na sinasabi kong Shinto angular approach. Madali namang isipin kung alam mo yung Shinto, pati kung alam mo yung angular. Kung isipin mo pa lang yun, doon pa lang sinasabi ko na although nagtuturo tayo, pinag-iisipan natin yung pagpapakatao, neo-tao, right? Meron maraming mas malakas na bagay sa tao. For example, yung fact na mas maraming langgam sa mundo kaysa sa tao. Yun iniisip yun. Maraming insectoid sa mundo, man. Kaya you really have to respect the mga tao na medyo kung mag-usap sila, medyo Starship Troopers ang datingan. Oh shit, I'm not recording here. I'm not recording the audio here. Okay, hahabol ko na lang.
Okay, this is the habol of the, you know, so medyo Starship Troopers yung datingan, diba? Okay, I'm recording on my handy recorder now. I'll use the audio I was using the audio na lang from the video later on. You have to respect them because kahit sinasabi natin na Anthropocene na, balot na ng katauhan yung mundo. Sabihin lang nun, malakas na rin talaga yung mga tao. Pero yung composition ng world, unang-una mas maraming langgam. Sabi nila, sa New York daw, mas maraming daga sa tao. Sabi nila, ito yung alam kong totoo kasi may kapatid ako na nasa New Zealand. Sa New Zealand, sa bawat 6 na tupa, may isa lang tao. So puro tupa dun. Puro tupang literal. Hindi ako I'm not saying the tupa na tupa, sheep. But there's literally more sheep than men than humans in New Zealand, which is something that we really have to think about and like fucking let your mind grasp. Kaya nga natatawa na lang ako lagi. Pag natatawa ako, hindi ako happy. Hindi ako sabihin na happy. Tatawa lang ako, happy na ako. Diba? Yung mga Bisaya na na mga sikat dati na puro kasiyahan yung tinuturo or sinishare. Puro na lang happiness. Puro na lang, happiness. Penis, ha? Tapos puro edits naman yung history nila, puro edits naman. Kesa nag-showtime, unless nag-noontime show na sila, diba? Na mas palasak pa talaga. Although, nakatulong sila sa maraming happiness ng mga tao, diba? Hindi man lahat ng tao gusto ng penis. Ha? Like, kung mga lalaki ba gusto ng happiness? Ha? Labo yun, man. Di lahat ng lalaki mahilig sa happiness. Mga bading mahilig sa happiness. Yung happiness nga, actually nakakabading. Pag-isipan nyo mabuti yan. Yung happiness sa sarili. Happiness lang ng sarili. Yun ang talagang kabadingan. Kasi also sa extreme male brain theory naman, kabilang ibang theory naman, closely related yung pagkabading pati autismo. Alam niyo na yun. Matagal niyo na pinag-usapan yun sa clan niyo eh. Pati konti pa lang naman nakikinig sa atin, malit pa lang yung podcast natin kasi medyo jahe pa yung mindset niyo about these things. Kaya nga lagi kong pinag-uusapan dito yung radical na kabobohan na pumapalibot sa bawat tao ngayon. Radical na kabobohan. Tutunan ko to kina Sam Harris. Sa tropa-tropa nila. The radical sort of insurgency nga yung tawag na iba eh. Yung talagang kabobohan eh. Parang laban ng laban eh. Pinagpapahinga na nga yung mga, kahit yung mga SS, diba? Special Forces. Mga talagang marurunong, wala nang ginawa kundi mag-podcast. Wala nang ginawa kundi mag-training. Kasi, and sinabi ko na to sa ibang episodes, although chill tayo ngayon, diba? Maglalamig na ulit yung panahon. May hinihintay tayong 2. Yung 2 yung hinihintay. Tapos na yung 1 eh. May mga kumakausap sa akin, sabi nila half the time di raw nila alam yung sinasabi ko. Kasi ina-assume mo na baliw ako eh. Ina-assume mo, siguro baliw si Rez Toledo. Siguro baliw, okay lang na baliw rin ako. Tangik. Performer ako. Ano pala ako, 15 na ako, pinapakanta na ako sa stage. Kasi di sila yung mga teacher, yung mga estudyante, di pa sila nadala sa artwork ko. Pinapakanta pa, galing mo naman. Ito nga, gawin mo nga to. Alam niyo yung ganun. Pag bata ka parang, galing mo. Diba, kaya mo rin to. So parang ikaw, parang, ang pagbata ka, tapos pinapagaling ka ng pinapagaling. Ang pinaka mo na lang, ba't ka ba hinawak yung pencil? Ang pinaka mo na lang is like, you identify with your skill. Which is a good thing actually, which is definitely a very good thing if you wanna to talk about youth, right? It's definitely a good thing if you can identify with skill. Ang problema nun, yumabang naman ako ng bata ako kasi dami ko nang nagagawa. Nagpa-piano ako, kasi nga 7 years old ako, nagpa-piano ako. Although I can't talk about myself, right? I mean, back then, I didn't have the language to express my being. But I could play the piano. I was a bit sporty. My brothers were sportier. And then I could write. I was writing by around siguro 15 years old lang din. Nagsusulat na ako, man. Nagde-direct na ako, nagsusulat na ako. Nagsiscripting na ako, mga ganyan. Tapos naalala ko yung mga teacher ko, biglang sabihin nila, saludo sila sa akin. Kasi nakikita nila yung, nahulog nga pala ako sa pagsiskate. By now, you know that I have another channel called REG Takes It Slow, which is my skate vlog long format content naman. Nahulog ako, guys. So, hindi lang nakita sa camera pero masakit talaga yung dito ko. Pati dito kasi nung nag-roll ako, parang pabaliktad. What do you call that? Protect the plexus, solar plexus, protect. Tapos gumulong na lang ako, so tumama yung dito sa habang gumulong ako ng mabilis. So if ganito ako ng ganito, it's just because these are in pain, bones. So I will behave much better, right? And then also, although I don't like having to say a lot of disclaimer things, and sometimes I like to keep on topic. I am really trying to slow this down para talagang ma-drive yung point na, this long format context is a lifestyle kind of thing. It's like hindi siya commitment, it's not a relationship kind of benta. It's just, parang vocational. I would say vocational in a very light way. Parang may calling, kumbaga may calling ka para makinig sa long format diba? Parang just in the same sense na may calling ka para manood ng basketball. May calling ka para not the calling na pagpapare, parang ganun, vocational ang tawag doon. Parang calling lang, parang may tawag ka eh. Natatawag ka, na-attract ka dito sa gravity nung content, nung format, nung thing itself. You know, if you recognize that, if you resonate with that, then ano ba naman yung bili ka ng SIM card tapos pang download mo lang or pang gets mo, parang kasi a podcast would not, streaming wise, would not exceed 1 gig. Eh ano ba naman yung 1 gig these days, right? So if you think in terms of data, it's like that. You claim the data, you claimed your data, then use your data, right? Ano ba naman yung, diba? Yung mentality na bibili ka ng technology tapos hindi mo gagamitin. Para kang may gitara tapos sinabit mo lang lagi. Tapos hindi mo kinakamay-kamay. Dapat yung gitara, kinakamay mo talaga. Lagi mong minamasahe, lagi mong tinitingnan-tingnan, lagi mong, kunyari kung conscious yung gitara, gusto niya, tinitingnan mo siya lagi siya naka-display. Kasi sexy na yung niya, form niya, diba? Meron ng ganon, meron ng butas. Strings na, tumutunog na, nagva-vibrate na. Lahat yan kasama sa pag-aaral ng music. And although I always claim to be a musician, I always claim to be ganyan. It's just I look at it as a skill and as a world, and I'm actually more of world building into my own music-based lore for somebody. No, sorry, music world-based. No, not even. It's technology-based pa rin. Sorry. Let's not talk about that yet. I don't want this to turn into like a project update kind of thing. I want it to be a podcast. Kanina inisip ko nga, siguro guys, mga galing kasi kayo sa sa vloggers worlds eh. So pag gina-guys kayo, tuntua kayo. Siguro magfo-focus muna ako sa diba? Yung talagang wala naman talaga akong topics usually. Meron lang akong alam. Pero I don't, like I said, titles have little to no bearing, obviously. They're just signals. But it's like rolling, It's like rolling with it. It's like whatever my mood is, whatever my disposition is for today, that's what I want to record, and that's what I want to, where I want to be, what I kind of like to talk about. And it's really trying to like scrape off your mind kind of thing, off these things off your mind, and like now parang these things are over here, these things are over here. You kind of want to make them kumpol a bit and talk about it before lalaglag mo na, diba? Unlike well, obviously I haven't had coffee today, but I can modulate my voice such that it's still energetic enough and expressive enough to exemplify yung talagang pinapasabi ko. And kaya nga ako talaga nagbe-base Tagalog kasi ayoko naman na sabihin nyo, baka sabihin nyo, highfalutin ni highfalutin mo naman, boss. Highfalutin mo naman ganyan. Ba't mo pinag-uusapan yung mitigated speech lagi? Lagi ko na pinag-uusapan yung mitigated speech kasi, man, yung mga boss ko, nakikinig sa akin eh. Diba? Minsan. Paminsan-minsan. Sisilipin ako, ganyan. Boss ko yun eh. Ba't di nila gagawin yun, diba? Yun lang yung relationship sa boss. Very functional. Hindi yung gamit kayo ng gamit ng boss. Kasi idol mo pa. Magkaiba yun, idol, boss. Idolon, bossismo. Oligarkia. Monarkiya. Magkakaiba yan lahat. Feudalismo. Alam mo yun, panahon ng pag-uusap dyan. And why I'm drawing it into the angle of mitigated speeches, because yung mitigated speech, minsan inuna mo yung title eh. Parang as if yung title ay compliment dun sa tao. Hindi, nakakainis yun actually. Parang pag may pilot, syempre naka-uniform yung pilot, diba? Pero tatawagin mo ba siyang Pilot John all the time? Pilot John. Saan na ba tayo pupunta? Pilot John. Diba? Atawag mo sa kanya captain because that's the function of the ship, of the airship, right? The airplane. Or, kaya ayoko talaga yung mitigated speech na yun kasi ano yun sa pag-aaral yun nung high distance power, high power distance. There's power distances, right? So it forms sort of hierarchies in society again, once again. My arms really hurt. And naaaral na parang yung mitigated speech talaga yung yung main panira ng mga taong hindi nag-iisip na puro title ng title yung binibigay nila sa meron ng title. I-claim mo, 'di ba? Kung may title yung isang tao, yun yung title niya, i-claim mo yun para sa sarili mo, sa kanya na yun eh. Alam niyo yun yung logic na ganun. Alam niyo yung pagtatagalog na ganun. Ganun, 'di ba? Sa kanya na to. O, title mo na to. O, akin na yan. Hindi na kita tatawagin ng ganyan. Alam ko na ikaw yun. Yun yung compliment. Kesa yung, alam niya na ganun siya. Kunyari lagay natin sa pambatang terms. Kunyari ayoko kasi maging sort of religious about this. Pero yung example talaga, nandun yun sa pagiging, sa ibang religion, sa ibang nandun yung best example ng paano tinuturo to. Pero lagyan natin sa Iron Man terms, right? Sa Iron Man. Wala sa Marvel kasi hindi na nga ginagamit. Wala naman silang title. Meron silang meron silang brand kasi bawat isa sa kanila. Kunyari si Police, di ba? Oy, Police John. Siguro may kilala kang police tapos yung tawag sa kanya, Police John, matagal ka nang nabaril. Oy, Police John, ba't ka na dito? Police John, ano mo yun? Yung pag tinawag mo siyang police John, kaya nga naka-uniform eh, kaya nga para malaman mong police eh. Hindi yung parang, di ba nakakainis, di ba? Hindi naman matuturn on yung police pag sinasabi yung police siya eh. Alam niyo na yun, araw-araw siyang pumapasok na police eh. Parang, di ba? Yung mitigated speech na yon na parang inaasar mo siya na police siya. Paano siya maasar na police siya? Walang function yung mitigated speech in progressive mindsets. Yun yung tatry kong sabihin. Sinusubukan kong sabihin in based Tagalog. Indefinitely more based. We're trying to say something here. We're trying to have a message. I'm trying to have a conversation with my audience, right? With you guys. And so that you could use this to converse with me back. Eventually, kung hindi mo na ako tinatitle. Kasi nga, alam mo na na ayoko sa mitigated speech eh. So ngayon, bakit mo tatawagin na idol, diba? Bakit mo tatawagin na boss? Bakit? Do you work for me? Diba? Kilala mo ba ako talaga? Hindi mo pa nga ako kilala talaga eh. You don't work for me. Bakit mo tatawagin na boss? Sabihin, yung bosses mo sa utak mo, kung paano ka pinalaki, yung idolization, whatever you want to call that. I call it eidolon, by the way, which is a Catholic Catholic theology term ko natutunan yun. Eidolon. Nandun ka pa rin. Tanggalin mo na yun, bato mo na yun, lagay mo sa floor, pakapakan mo. Joke lang. Bad joke, rather. But, in that sense kasi, nangyari minsan pupunta kami China or Hong Kong. Alam niyo bang bawal na magdala ng mga dun? Mga tawag sa mga ganun. May tawag sila eh, parang religious items, idolatrous somethings. Mga ganyan yung mga rebulto na maliliit. Bawal dun sa airport, sine-check. Ito, may dala tong sculpture ni Da Vinci oh. May mga dala tong Greek Greek-looking items oh. Mali yung mga Greeks about Christianity eh. Sila lang yung nag-load. Alam niyo na ba yan? Peterson yan eh. Hindi lang na sinabi yung Tagalog, diba? Pero mali yung mga Greek eh. Yung mga Greek, sa kanila, niratnan nila yung Christianity, diba? Yung talagang era ng Christianity na, alam mo yun, I wouldn't say 2.0 na ngayon. Nagkaka-Christian duality na ngayon eh. If we're all about that. But 2,000 years ago, if we're talking about knowledge lang, in history, being historical beings, if you look back 2,000 years ago, may Greeks pa. Yung Greek culture pa. Sila yung nag-load ng sila yung nag-load ng Christianity talaga. Dun dumating sila eh. Yun yung nirat na nila eh. Before that, Roman Empire, alam mo yun. So, how do you then reconcile that to today? Is that even relevant today? Yeah, it is relevant. It's only not relevant because you're addicted to vlogs. You're addicted to sort of other things. You're addicted to leisure, recreational, whereas some of us are addicted to I don't know just speculation, weather, planetary power. From here, I could look out the windows and see that it's a good day. It's medyo sunny outside. Then I could totally feel and be natural about being nice today. Kesa gloomy, then I have an excuse to be like, patawad, sorry. Medyo gloomy sa labas kaya masungit ako. Ganito ako magsalita. And this one, arguably being a linguistics show, I'm not trying to be political or anything, right? It's almost like when I speak something, it's a disclaimer it's a disclaimer not to put down an argument, but to make things more interesting, more flourished, more finished, buffering of something else. Alam mo yun, yung parang minsan songswa ka nasa SSD loading times. Bilis ng SSD loading times talaga. Isa ako sa mga unang nagka-SSD sa Pilipinas kasi ako yung unang nagka-Retina MacBook. Tapos may SSD na yun, diba? Medyo tech to, guys. Sa SSD, ibig sabihin ng SSD hard drive is wala na siyang moving parts. It's like a really big memory card that's super fast. So, nung nararamdaman ko na yung transfer speed ng SSD, I'm like, oh my gollies. Oh my gals. Kaya man, ang bilis ng SSD kung compared to 1998, 1999 dial-up world. Ang bilis talaga ng SSD. Parang tinanggal niya yung feeling na meron kang gig. What is 1 gig, man? What is 20 gig compared to a whole day? Right? If you really think about it. Kaya nga yung mga tao tumira na sa grid. Once they figured out a way of connecting to the grid, a way of accepting the verticality, tumitira kami dun sa information digital world. Doon kayo nakatira. Doon kayo nakatira, tapos nagtatrabaho kayo sa school. Dati, tumitira kayo doon, tapos nagtatrabaho kayo somewhere else, like maybe a Starbucks, maybe like a coffee shop, maybe like SM, di man ako sorry, rant lang, diba? Parang, kala lang iba, sabi nila, daw ako, porkit taga rito ako, elitista daw ako, or may elitism ako, or whatever, ganyan. Hindi Dami kong nakakausap na, alam mo yun, ang nagiging friends ko nga usually mga empleyado sa SM, empleyado sa coffee shop. Siyempre, cuties, diba? Alangan namang diba? Hindi ko sasabing pangit, Siyempre, cute. Kasi, minsan, yung gano'n, nandun nakukuha yung kilatis ng taste. Yung talagang medyo pinoprotektahan nila yung image nila, nag-iingat sila about what to present about themselves because, there's not enough time in the world, man. There's only enough time in the world to impress the people you actually wanna be friends with or on social alignment with. Not social sort of closeness. Closeness is overrated in the metaphysical world. Alignment is even better. Just better. The right word. Just the right word. I even thought about talking about magic, as a form of gamification of this thing. My arms, fuck, sakit. I don't know how to heal them. I should just maybe light them down like that. New channel, REG takes it slow. So, diba, parang, what was I saying? Wala tuloy yung train of thought ko. Ayun, I wanted to talk about magic a bit. Maybe for a good episode, maybe you should react to me that way first. Ipunin ko muna what I know, all my thoughts about expressing that kind of world and that kind of way of being. And I hope you don't mind me repeating some words sometimes. I hope you don't mind. Because that's the form of monologue and aside na tinuturo ko. And sometimes I try to converse with myself, I'm trying to present counterpoints to myself in order to make things interesting because, obviously I also listen to my works, especially the good ones. Minsan nga, talagang kunyari, when I get messages from you guys, listeners, and when I get triggered by other people doing the same thing, I'm like, let me get into this bit of my own thing again. And I see it in a new light. Always. It means na your thing is not scripted na. My thing, our relationship with this content, with this recording, diba sinabi ko may layer yan. What I feel right now, I'm totally banking on the uncertainty that it will be a good thing when it impacts you when you listen to it. Whenever you are listening to this, wherever you are, will be, in what state you will be in. When listening to this, pwedeng may sakit ka, pwedeng lethargic ka, pwedeng action ka, or you just like my voice, you make it like a vitamin R kind of thing. Pwedeng you like being lethargic, you like, some people like being lethargic and just having a voice with them while they rest. Totally understandable, man. It is the time for that these days. Especially pag weekend, lagi ka nagtatrabaho, and then sa weekdays, lagi ka nagtatrabaho, so weekend, gusto mo lang may kasama kang companion voice, companion content, companion channel. A space that you could hang out in. A space that welcomes you, that talks with you, nangungusap, may sinasabi, tapos ina-update ka pa. O, di panalo ka na dun, diba? Libre pa. Diba? Tapos, how do you take that further? If you are then now studying, syempre kasi nakakapag may iPhone ka na, may design sense ka na. If you're then studying that, and then biglang napapansin mo na, mas maganda yung framing nitong progression ng channel na to, or talagang he really cares about cinematography, or he really cares about those kind of sliding effect kind of thing, or he really cares about the world, maybe current events kind of thing, then it is elementary. It's obviously well-founded, right? It is assuming that you are well-founded on a common elementary sort of galawan. Lahat naman ng tao, di ba, nakapag-elementary, kahit naman di yan nagtapos ng elementary, tapos 400,000 hours ka na of YouTube. Ewan ko lang pag di pa tayo magkaintindihan. Ang mo na lang kasi dyan, kung hinahanap mo yung, hinahanap mo? Yung space galawan, o makilala mo yung host, makilala mo yung mga pinag-uusapan ng host, makilala mo yung mga backers ng host, kung sino ba yung sumusuporta ng ganito, sino ba yung mga ganyan. Depende sa curiosity mo yan. And depende sa curiosity, sa desires mo. Let's talk about, okay, from here, maybe, what do you want? You. I'm sure some of you want me to talk about curiosity, and some want me to talk about desire. I'll leave out desire for a bit because I have no desire right now to really expound on things that tingle me. Curiosity muna, because I think like what they say, may old kasabihan na curiosity killed the cat, diba? Very, very profound way of saying something about curiosity. Pero sa akin, lagi kong pagtatabi yung curiosity pati envy, jealousy. Because this is an even more extreme form of curiosity. Minsan, a curiosity left unchecked, yung pagtataka, left unchecked, hindi namatayog masyado. Diba? Parang yung pagtataka na sobrang tayog, actually pinagbabawal yun eh. Kasi hindi mo na-add yun. Dito ngayon pa lang natin siguro nasasabi mo ganun, ngayon pa lang naisip yun, but ma-add mo ba yung space? Diba? Kaya lahat nga ng universal theories theoretical eh. And based on mathematics, which is a higher language, right? Hindi naman nasasalita yung higher language na yun eh, math. Mas maganda pa nga, pag-usapan na lang natin AI, AGI, things that someone like Dr. Gertzel would talk about, how eventually we will, because this is what I'm curious about, right? Just being on top of the topic right now. I'm curious about robots, how to power them, and really, because once na perfect na natin yung body ng robots, you really have to like hook up their mind to something that we also created and has our protocols, as ganyan. Sa rule of robotics, diba? Talaga namang bawal saktan ng robots yung humans eh. Which is why they're saying that when the robot era comes, they will be like the baby of humanity. And then humanity then will be something else, hopefully. Something na sobrang talino, hindi na nagki-care about mayaman, mahirap, mga ganyan, diba? Yung language na yun. And I hope you don't mind me geeking out about these things because ito talaga yung bleeding edge of the cusp of discussion these days na kunyari ka, may pera ka naman, may kaya ka naman, diba? Or nakakabili ka ng kotse, nakapagrenta ka nga ng kotse. Ganun yung magiging presyohan ng mga robot eh. Kung isipin mo lang talaga. So why would you not want to have someone that brings you juice, opens the gate, takes care, watches your children, gives you holographic feedback, and then something that you can interface with, fall in love with, converse with, serve you the next biggest podcast every once in a while kind of thing. What's stopping you from dreaming that, diba? The thing na I'm trying to point out here is having like a non-gamified, a more based ideal of what's to come in terms of technology, so that you could plan your life around that. Na pag nag-gravitate ka na dun sa thing na yon, at least mahaba-haba na yung tinahak mo bago ka nakapunta dun. Kesa head-on straight ka dun, untog ka ngayon, diba? Parang yung mga batang hindi naman talaga marunong mag-communicate pa, tapos binibigyan ng cellphone. How then could I express these things if ang alam ko lang gawin is mitigated speech? Yung alam ko lang gawin is pagrereklamo in terms of bossism. Ang alam ko lang gawin is maging sad or maging malungkot in terms of idolatry. Diba? Yung case nga dyan na pinublish ni Malcolm Gladwell, yung parang may pilot in training, something like that. Parang siya, Hispanic nature siya, tapos yung niya, medyo superior or white. Di pa uso na to yung white superiority, whatever. Ganyan. Basta meron lang silang high power distance. Something like that, which is a measure, right? So, meron na siyang, I think, sa isang flight, which is pilots would know this. Sa isang flight, meron na siyang parang nakitang mali. Hindi niya masabi-sabi dun sa captain. Kasi siguro, parang naidlip or gano'n or naka-autopilot. Parang inassume niya na parang chill lang tayo. So sa hindi niya pagsabi ng maayos, minitigate niya, binawasan niya pa. Yung gusto niya na nga sabihin, binawasan niya pa. The plane crashed. Alam ko parang ganun. And nalaman nila through the black boxes. Nalaman na lang nila through those things, right? Those reports na. Ayoko rin yung yung parang mga sasabi, lagi silang, ito, let's just put it down there. Alam niyo yung speech pattern na may ginagawa ka kasi na hindi ko kaya. May ginagawa ka kasi na kaya nyo lang gawin, kami hindi. I don't know what that is. Maybe some form of othering, some form of like misplaced vanity. But it's really, all I could say is yun yung mitigated speech. Kasi parang yung gusto mong sabihin is, magaling ka. I wanna compliment you. Diba? Para sa akin, para kang si Iron Man, or para sa akin, ikaw yung childhood hero ko, magaling ka. Tama yung sinabi mo, matagal ka na naming sinusundan. Pero huwag mo sabihin na, ikaw kasi, di namin kaya. Alam mo, then instead of talking about good stuff, the real good stuff that is applicable, ginawa mo pang about capacity. Sad, right? So don't speak. It is acceptable na maging sad minsan, maging expressive, maging pa-cute about the reality of life. It's just that may parang kilatis yung litid ng pagbe-base Tagalog. Sa tingin ko kailangan magkaroon ng kilatis yung litid ng pagbe-base Tagalog such that walang mitigated speech, hindi pina-practice. Kaya hindi ako nagpo-po eh. Pansin niyo ba? Batang-bata pa lang ako, ayoko na yung po. Tapos yun, nung nasabi ko na lang po and opo, it trains people to speak in mitigated terms po. Nagets niyo po? Di ba po? Kaya nga po mas nakakainis po pag sarcastic tapos nagpo-po eh. That's the only time actually I use po when I'm sarcastic. Baliktad no? And I know a lot more people who have done that. A lot more people who are like that literally, and they write about it, right? Hindi ba po? So, dun pa lang, pag-isipan mo mabuti. Kung nagpo-po ka, how much of the other mitigated speech patterns are you talking about? I guess that would be like a good expression for today. Parang a really focused group kind of thing, right? Because I've been noticing na these are the things that are lumalabas sa themes ng pag-aaral ng language. Parang ito yung main disclaimers pa lang. Intro pa lang tayo. Yung main disclaimers of putting down a linguistic theory is before we could get to a point where we're really postulate 1, postulate 2, data, blah, blah, blah. Before we even get there, linisin mo ng table. Sabunin muna natin lahat, diba? Or maaamoy muna natin yung, okay, mabango na. Nyari, pag mabango na, aralin na natin what's in the air kind of thing. That's really how you become sort of scientific about things, right? And then, pag wala ka pang narinig ng gato, pag first time mo palang makarinig ng gato, baka wala talagang scientists dyan sa inyo. Kunyari, nandiyan ka lang sa parts of the world na medyo hindi pa developing. Yung palang rural. Dito sa amin, developing. Hindi kami first world Lifestyle lang siguro or pag-iisip, medyo first world. Pero sa, alam mo yun, farmer lang naman din yung pag-iisip ng mga first world eh. Radical na farming lang naman eh. Ganun pa rin yun. Diba? Parang, lilinisin muna natin bago natin tititigan. Bago tayo magtitigan. I don't know. I don't even know why I talk this way sometimes. I don't even know why you listen to me when I'm being like this. Is it because you like to see me suffer? Is it because that you like to diba? Parang dun papunta lagi. Lagi naman sa ganun dinaratnan ng relationship between host and alam niyo yun, yung namimihasa. Yun yung gusto kong isa sa mga gusto kong words, namimihasa. Namimihasa ka na ha. Alam mo yun, to make it just funny about, alam mo yun, yung lagi ka na nandito so be a homie then, be a good homie and like and share, support the podcast kind of thing. Try to send in some data up to 4 minutes of like voice messages so you could be part of the show kind of thing. And it's all gonna get easier and easier and easier, and I hope longer and longer and even better for more people. That's the goal. Nothing else. I'm thinking of nothing else but like just focusing on the consistency and create more content while I'm sort of kinakapitan ko yung momentum ng podcasting or people listening to podcasts. My tip is for you to not regress. Mula dito, huwag mo nang i-compare ito sa radyo, huwag mo nang i-compare ito sa dating music, because I assure you, knock, is that you will be wasting your time. You will be sort of shocked at how different this endeavor is now from much older versions of this new format. Let's end with that. My name is Rez Toledo, and this is called the Rezbt-S podcast. You guys can listen also on Spotify. More of the episodes are there. And then support my YouTube channel version of it, which is also Rezbt-S podcast. And I want to say hi to my clan and people who follow me and people who are grateful, and I'd like to be able to say and remind you that I resonate with you guys, and what you see is also what I see, and this journey of mine is also yours. Thank you very much. I'll see you guys in the next podcast.
Kurang pagiging naubusan. Pagkatapos mo busigin ay tinatangay ka na ng hangin. Kung sa bagay, para saan ang isang kaibigan kung hindi mo siya gagamitin?